Every week in Australia, 3 children die from cancer. It's a gut-wrenching statistic and one the amazing health professionals at the Children's Cancer Institute are determined to one day get down to 0. But they need our help. The latest fundraising project was given a boost by our very own Scotty Cam and a small army of big-hearted volunteers. They've built a special house with every item donated and every cent from its auction given to the Children's Cancer Institute. And as you're about to see, it's become a labour of love for a wonderful cause.
They pretty much started chemotherapy straight away, so I think he started when he was about 2.5 weeks old.
It was like our world stopped, and I was actually physically sick when we were told the news.
This project has the ability to help us fund research that could potentially save children's lives.
In just 3 weeks from now, this will be the house that Love built.
Well, we're building a 4-bedroom house in 21 days. That's what we're building.
A huge task for an even bigger cause, curing childhood cancer.
It was a rhabdoid tumour, and he was a bit, I think, special in that it's a fairly rare tumour. It's normally on kidneys, or if it's not in the kidney, it's usually on the brain or the central nervous system. His was on his scalp, so it was on the outside of the bone but under the skin.
Little Nixon Ball had cancer before he was even born. Doctors noticed a lump on his head when Mum Brodie was 36 weeks pregnant. He'd been in the world for only a fortnight when his aggressive treatment began.
He had 30 weeks of chemotherapy, so he finished in January this year. He had surgery after 4 rounds, and he had about, I think, 12 blood transfusions and 11 platelet transfusions and loads of hospital admissions.
Been through so much, but the only saving grace for us that is some comfort is that he didn't know any better.
Lily Wood looks like any other happy, healthy 12-year-old girl. But at 7, her whole world was turned upside down with a diagnosis of acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
All up, I think she had about 28 to 30 surgeries through her treatment, continual blood transfusions, platelets, bone marrow aspirates, lumbar punch.
After 2 years of individualised treatment, Lily is now in remission. But her family have experienced firsthand the importance of research into childhood cancer.
Lily's a happy, healthy 12-year-old child that is just thankful for life and loves life to the fullest. Yeah. We're extremely blessed that we still have our child, and she's a blessing.
We treat around 50 children per year with cancer, and so one a week unfortunately turn up with all different types of cancer. So leukemia is most common, but brain tumours and solid tumours and neuroblastoma and all sorts of different cancers.
The Wood family are eternally grateful to Dr. Frank Alivaro from John Hunter Children's Hospital, who was with them every step of the way. Slowly but surely, childhood cancer survival rates are improving.
80% will be cured of their disease, but 20% are not, and that's what we're really striving to get better. We want to get that to 0.
Imagine a world where no child died from a cancer diagnosis. That's now the goal for the Children's Cancer Institute, but they need funds. Professor Michelle Haber is their executive director.
We hope that we will raise $650,000 at least from the sale of this house. That translates to the salaries of and the costs of 6 full-time senior scientists working at the Institute on our research for a year. That really has the capacity to drive our research forward.
And there's too many kiddies dying from cancer, and this is the only place that deals with children's cancer in Australia.
If anyone knows how to navigate a cutthroat building deadline, it's the block's Scott Cam.
Hello, boys.
And Scotty is overseeing the project with dozens of tradies all donating their time for a good cause.
And the chippy started this morning at about 7 o'clock, and as you can see behind me, the frame is already up. We should have a roof on it tonight. And 21 days, we'll probably knock it over a bit earlier than that, but we're still sticking with 21 days.
We're building a McDonald Jones house, and it's a new design, and it's called the Port C1 with a Laguna facade. So it's something special for us as well, because we haven't done this design before.
In 3 weeks' time, the McDonald Jones home will be built and fully furnished. The land was generously donated by the McCloy Group.
My mate here asked me, he puts the heat on me all the time, but it's a pleasure to him.
Every single cent of the sale of this house goes to the Children's Cancer Institute, and all these tradies here are donating their time for free.
A labour of love from all these trades here, from everyone at McDonald Jones. Everything is donated. It's a house built with love.
It's been 21 days, the house is finished, and we get to have a sneak peek before anyone else, so come inside.
McDonald Jones have thrown everything into this. So things like high ceilings, the type of tiling that you see in the ensuite, the butler's pantry, the kitchen upgrades, it all just really ticks the boxes.
Built on a 600 square metre block in Terralba in the Lake Macquarie region of New South Wales, this luxurious home has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and plenty of storage space. Even the real estate agents from PRD nationwide, like Mark Cantwell, are donating their time to the Institute.
So let me get this straight. If I was to buy this space, I get everything inside it as well, everything we see here.
Everything you see here, TVs on the walls, furniture that you're walking through, all of the little upgrades along the way, they're getting the whole package and they're making an amazing donation and saving kids' lives.
The top-of-the-range furnishings are donated by Freedom, the kitchen and laundry appliances from Electrolux, and who could miss the giant television donated by Panasonic.
They're saying 650, 700,000, but I reckon it's worth more than that, don't you?
Yeah, 650 is too light on. We'll buy it for 650.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
you might be doing more of the share of that, I think.
I reckon 800 plus 900 is where we're sort of aiming at, and that's where it should go. It's a fantastic home, and it's worth every cent of 850, 900. I reckon, let's call it $1 million.
The people came, but so did the rain for the open house. But it didn't dampen the enthusiasm for potential buyers.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They've done a really great job.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
What was your favourite part of the house?
The decorations.
I hope that with people wanting to buy something that is not only a wonderful home, but that has been built with just a wonderful goal, that the funds raised from selling this house will go 100% to our research to support the salary of scientists who will be working to develop new, safer, better treatments for each child in this country with the worst forms of cancer.
Kids like Nixon,
Who is it? Hey, how you going, little man?
who, at 18 months, currently has no evidence of cancer.
The more money that we can raise, the more we can...
There'll be better treatment options.
Better treatment
yeah.
options for, people in similar situations, so that, we're not having to go through this.
They've all got together, they've put their heart and soul into this house. If you've got 800, 900, $1 million to spend, you get yourself a cracking house, but your $1 million goes straight to the Children's Cancer Institute. Get to the auction October 23.
Yeah, well said. And as the saying goes, many hands do make light work. It is such a fantastic result. If you'd like to support that fundraising project, it is easy. You can buy a virtual gold brick on the Build for a Cure website. The gold brick costs $10. You enter a raffle to win a $50,000 ultimate home package. The link is on your screen now. Go to buildforacure.org.au. That's buildforacure.org.au. And just a reminder, that home goes to auction on October 23. You'll find all of the details on our website.